right, hope you guys enjoyed the heat race action that we haven't seen in a while. Last heat definitely pretty cracked. But lining up for the motos here again, make it easy. 13 laps. Every track on the night. This track's the easiest because it's just 2 checkpoints. It's gonna be 27. That extra checkpoint. So 27 is when we're gonna end. On the left, we're gonna have Slaunch, right, Roman, and then Soul, Vulcan, Detail, Hunter, Camby, Luke, Coop, Armada, and Matt running down the lineup. Going to have, again, 13 laps, 27 checkpoints at Road America. First moto on the night. Hoping for a spicy one. Road America has a pretty good history of delivering the Hog version with these good races. Frag out, and we're green. Possibly one of the best races last year was on this track. See how this turn 1 goes. Pretty good. Nice job, everyone. Pretty good. This is where moves potentially could be made. Easy place to bog. Easy place to make up some time this straightaway. Looks like everybody did a pretty decent job that time around. Going into turn 5. Gonna see some dives here, surely. And early on, it's Slaunch, Roman, Soul. Detail going for a move. This is getting spicy here. For top 5, Soul getting a run right there. Trying to get there on Roman's inside for second. Now, Detail with the run. This is going to get weird in the carousel. Because we have 5th place. We have Vulcan getting involved, too. Let's see. Do we see any jokers here? Detail's going to go for it. Does not like that outside. Hunter's going to go for it as well. So those two drivers go for that immediate joker. Luke up to 5th. Vulcan with... that was close. With a really freaking drifty run in 4th right there. Soul gets by Roman to place himself in 2nd. Slaunch going to lead the first lap down at Road America. First lap in the grand final.
Lap complete.
Going into the first turn. You can see some runs here. It's going to be a big run for 4th place. Diving it. Vulcan definitely going for that inside. They're going to be bringing it over to turn 5. Soul really going for it on Slaunch in the lead. Battle for 4th, raging on too. Luke the big run on the outside, just keeping the nose there. See how this one works out. This can happen on this track. They're battling for like half the lap. Vulcan really loose, though. That might be it right there. Luke's going to take it going into the carousel. And now we have a move behind them as well. Detail and Camby going at it. And 3 jokers coming out. Detail is going to say finish out the jokers on the night. Hunter going for it as well, so Hunter's going to finish his. Coop. Everybody just going for the joker lap, too. Armada in, too. All right. There's almost too many people to keep track of there. But these guys, I want to say Roman and Camby... Or Vulcan and Camby, they might have ran theirs as well. Yeah, Detail ran his. Oh, a little wall tap. Let's see what happened here. Yeah, a lot of those guys going for the joker there. So Soul actually doing a pretty good job getting some speed here. I think he just goes a little too... Yeah, he got his tires. That's an unfortunate mistake. That's one of those that's like really easy to make. And that's going to be 2nd place there. That's one of those that's really easy to make. He just went a little too far off track, setting up for that turn, and it was too hard for him to get his tires back on, and it just absolutely messed up his last turn, and then ends up getting in the wall. So, pretty easy mistake to make right there, and a tough one. That being said, he still has really good track position, but that definitely cost him some time. He was right up there with the lead, and now he's back to 3rd. He's lost quite a few hogs on that. A lot of different strategies in turn number 5. Big run for Detail. Going to go for it on... It's got to be Vulcan. Going to make the pass happen. Not going to waste too much time with that one. And also, Joker's done. He's actually in a pretty decent position right now with Joker's done. Slaunch and Luke 1 and 2. I don't think have taken any. Soul 3rd also. Hasn't taken any. Slaunch going to go for his first. Soul going to go for it as well. And we're going to see some battles here. Luke going for the right side on Soul. Oh, an aggressive block right there. Soul on Roman. And that's going to bring Camby into that fight. And it looks like Luke's going to take the lead on that. Soul is going to keep his 3rd place. And it's going to bunch everybody up. Roman, Camby, and Detail right there. But I want to say all those guys in front of Detail, 1 Joker, he's on 2. So he's in an interesting spot here. He's the highest driver with both Jokers done. Slaunch and Luke, though, have a pretty big gap with 1. So he's going to have to try to get by this pack quickly or hope that they go in soon or something like that. That's a big dive. That's a big move. Could see a double pass here. See if he can complete it. That might be a double pass in turn 3 there. But it's going to be interesting going into 5. Camby just losing the run on the straightaway. And yeah, he's going to complete the double pass. That was a pretty sick move. Detail's going to go into 4th place. And we'll see if he can bring this up. And again, this is going to get interesting because Soul has that 1 Joker taken. He's done with both. But Luke and Slaunch up here are duking it out, and they're both on 1 down as well. And the gaps, 2. Like, this is going to be interesting to see how this works out. Either of them going for it. Soul not going for it. This guy is not going for it. Battle here. Camby and Vulcan. Camby and Roman. Camby and Roman. Roman trying to complete that. He does. Roman going the wrong way after his heat race, losing some positions, but he's going to take that one back, going to 5th place. I want to say Roman's still hunting that first hog win. I feel like he's had a good chunk of 2nd places, but still going for that one. And funny storyline with the top 2 right now. Slaunch also hunting that first one of the season still. Didn't get one in the regular season, trying to get it here in the grand finals, and a pretty good shot right here. And Road America still very, very close for the lead. But yeah, the gaps in front 2 are close, but the gaps everywhere else in the track getting pretty intense right now. Usually what we see at this point in the race, but it looks like we still have a nice potential lead. Oh, that was a close one right there. Big 2-wheel for Luke. Has to back it down on that one. Slaunch not ready for that. But that was a close one. Could have been bad if that one was rode out. Got to be careful on that dish. See the gaps here for the top 6. And then look at that. After that, like, top 6, just massive gap. The next group behind. Anybody going to go for anything here? Anybody going to go for anything? Yes. Camby. Means Vulcan will be making that run. We're going to go down the right. Let's see. Back here. No. No, not quite. Looks like Vulcan made that move on Camby. Get a run through of the field on this lap. So we're getting close to halfway. We're not quite there yet. But we're getting close. So let's see. So Luke, Slaunch, Soul, Detail, a Roman. That's pretty solid top 5. And then we got Vulcan Camby is 6-7 right now. And then we got Hunter Matt and Coop and Ramda. So we're running the field right now. Again, this first race always pretty important in these grand finals. Sets the tone for the night. You know, first 2 races, obviously the last race is big. It's the last one, but you know, first 2 races, try to set yourself up going into that last one. Try to give yourself a cushion as possible. So these are always really important. Curious to see. Okay, well there it is. I was gonna say curious to see. Interesting decision here. Slaunch gonna follow Luke through the Joker that time. Interesting decision. So does not decide to stay out and go for any type of play right there. I'm gonna assume Soul is done now. Maybe like coming out in front of Detail here is what happened. But either way, they're battling on track now. So Soul and Detail for 3rd place, really close. Slaunch and Luke, there's a little bit of a gap there now. They went for that Joker. I think Luke had a better run on the Joker, so it opened up a little bit of a gap there. But yeah, interesting to see how this is going to play out. They both take it on the same lap. Not going for any type of weird strategies there. Just keeping it straight up, so. Still playing nice, not going too hard on that inside. This battle still raging on with Soul. Right now, that Joker, the pace that came out for Slaunch and Luke, they're looking really strong. As long as no major mistakes are made for 1-2, positions might swap, but they definitely look like they're looking really good in those spots unless they start battling like super hard and Soul and Detail don't. but it looks like that there's no type of commitment there from what we just saw. Solid Detail definitely duking it out for this podium spot. I think with the way the race is playing out, the Jokers are playing out, they probably know at this point that this is what their ceiling probably is going to be unless something crazy happens up front for this race. So they're going at it for this spot. Definitely want to finish the first race on the night on a podium. Absolutely want to do that. Still getting that run there, so still going to try to chase him down now. Sending it in, but not getting enough. We'll keep our eye on that lead battle, too, because it's not too far off. They're still pretty close. Looks like we've got quite a few like pairs around the track is what we're experiencing. Now, there's some pretty big gaps, but it seems like most people have a partner to battle with. It's going to be potentially a big run for Detail there, but Soul drifting in front. Not going to happen. It's battle for third. Still going to keep going. Bog there for Soul. That's a rock. All right, we're good. Definitely a bog there, but battle interesting. Oh, Detail going for the crossover in turn 5. Can he make something happen? Gotta be careful with this dish. Not being careful at all. Throwing caution to the wind and sending it in. Side by side in the carousel again, but if you're Detail, you're probably hoping for, like, being able to take a Joker here and, like, mess with the strategy. Oh, I cheesed with the, I think what just happened up front. We'll go get an update. Luke still had another Joker to take, so that makes, forgot about that. So that makes more sense with Solange taking the Joker at the same time. Luke still had one to take. So now, both Jokers now out for the leaders. And look at this, bumper to bumper. Going to be coming to 5 to go at the line this time. And it's going to be a battle.
Lap complete.
I've said it before in most of these races. Pretty sure Solange won a moto on Road America back in Firestone, Firehog, Season 3 last fall, I want to say. I'd have to check it, but I'm pretty sure he won a moto, but had a rough overall because of like a bad moto in particular, but still won one. But yeah, he's usually fast on this track, but gets cheesed, and that's been the experience in a lot of the motos, but definitely has speed on this one. But so far this race, keeping it clean, hasn't had any crazy like flips or anything. And, keeping it in the fight for the lead here. Which is big, getting a finish here in the top 2. An absolutely mega way to start your grand finals hunt. Also got the momentum, few top 3 overalls the last few nights. Definitely a way better second half to his Hog season than the first half. We can carry that here in the grand finals. Looking good so far. Like I said, this is probably going to be that top 2 battle. Behind us, probably going to be that 3-4 battle. Those spots look pretty settled. Let's see. I mean, I don't think anybody made up any time that lap. Luke faster in some spots, Solange faster in some spots, but at the end of the lap, it ends up being about the same gap that we saw the last lap. Maybe a little bit at the end right there. Luke had a really good last turn, but before that last turn, that looked like it was just dead even from what we saw the lap before. Just getting a little bit of a gap. Let's get a quick update. Still working it down. Soul holding that spot right now. Let's see. So who's 5th? Because whoever's 5th is probably... Is it Roman? Yeah, Roman 5th. So Roman 5th, and man, if Soul and Detail keep battling like this, I mean, maybe you could open it up, but that's still a massive gap there for Roman. Oh, inside of the turn 5. Maybe this is it. It's so tough, though. Again, like, the passes on this track are difficult. You have to set them up. You have to go through multiple turns and eventually pull it off. Not always. Oh, look at this. Oh, this sucks because we have 2 battles to watch. Solange gets an inside run. Well, I think Soul's going to get that one at the end anyways, but Solange gets an inside run, and he actually sets it up in the carousel. That's his spot on the track, that middle sector, and now we might have a battle here. Solange looking to the inside. Luke going to go for the crossover. And they're going to be side by side again. Going into the last turn. What a battle for the lead to kick off our grand finals. In that rumble, Solange outside, and this is going to be interesting because Solange has that run. They're not going to be clear.
Lap complete.
Gonna be side by side going into this first turn. Can they do it clean? It's close. It's drifty, but they do a pretty good job. He's gonna take the spot back on that one. That was some good battling there. Oh. And I want to see how it got set up. We don't get 2 rewind con. Okay. What in the hell was that? I don't want to go too far back because I don't get hit with it. But what was that drift cheese? Whatever that was. But this battle for third's still going on. And I think Detail's probably going to have it here. Can probably get the run. There it is. That should be that. We'll see if Soul can bring it back on turn 5. Otherwise, it might finally be the spot for third here. And yeah, it did happen, by the way. Look, Roman absolutely gained a lot. Like, he's still not quite here. But yeah, he absolutely gained a ton from this battle. You could just tell, looking where he is behind us. Compared to what we saw the last lap, like, he absolutely gained a crap load from that. So that's pretty nuts. Look, Vulcan and Camby. It's a battle going on in the mid-pack here. I think Slaunch had a rough run somewhere in that lap, lost a little bit, so we'll see if we can bring it back. While he's trying to bring it back, we'll look elsewhere. Yeah, Roman's still trying to chase that down. Hunter is kind of just in his own area code. Not sure what happened with him. Yeah, Camby trying to hold off Vulcan. Running for the lead. Commando Coop going wide. And for this last place, this 9, 10, 11 battle, spicing up. Matt on the verge of it, but Coop and Armada are duking it out for that spot, so this might heat up by the end of the race. They're going side by side in the carousel. This might be the cheesiest battle action we have on track right now. Yeah, Slaunch and Luke gap, definitely something happened that lap, so that one got stretched out a little bit. So let's see what's going on here for this spot. Armada with the run, but Coop with the line. Armada just too drifty. Coop's going to get that spot back, and again, Matt's lurking behind. Starting to get there. And this might end up being spicy at the end. We're going to be going to white flag next time by as well. Oh, they get the rough run. Matt's probably going to have a straight shot. Look at this momentum on the straightaway. Going to go all the way past Coop. Coop maybe bring it back to the inside, though. Gets that run, rips it really nicely. Going to get back around him. Armada going for the battle cheese. I respect it. I respect it. Oh my god. These guys are absolutely cheesing back there. But let's go back to the front because we're going to be going down to the white flag. One more time around Road America. This lead battle was super close, bumper to bumper all race. But now it's a pretty big gap. Luke's just got to manage this last lap. You know, Slaunch's going to be going for it. Let's see if he can hold on to it. Any, like, slight mistake or, you know, bog could bring... Slaunch is in that range where any, like, you know, unexpected bog or two-wheel could bring him back into it. But he's going to have to run a heater, too. So, see how it plays out. You could tell, just going for it in turn 5. Absolutely sending it. Not caring at this point, which, to be fair, I mean, he has a big enough gap on third as well. He can get away with it at this point. Don't have to worry about losing that spot, really. Not really anything for him to lose here. Might as well go for it. He's definitely cut it down on this last lap, but there's only a few more corners to go. And as long as Luke doesn't get like a weird two-wheel on the last rumble or something, this is probably going to be race. Slaunch absolutely sending it, seeing whatever he can find, but it's probably going to be it for our first race to open the Grand Finals. First Road America race in a Grand Final. Last turn. Great battle the entire race. Luke's going to end up taking the win. Slaunch second on that one. And Detail going to come home third. Really stretching that gap at the end. Where did Roman go? What happened to Soul? Wow, Roman takes fourth, Soul takes fifth. Might have to go take a look at a replay on that one in a few. Not sure what happened there, how that ended up being so gapped. We'll have to go back and look at this. Vulcan's just going to get Camby at the line. Hunter, like I said before, just in his own area code. What is going on with this? Oh my god, where are they? There they are. There they are. Let's watch it. The three-way battle for last. Let's see who comes out on top. 3 wide. Armada to the left. Matt in the middle. Coop on the outside. Going into the first turn. They're trying to give enough room. They're going to run it. Armada, Matt, and Coop's going to end up being the final order on that one. That ended up being a cheese fest. Yeah, we're going to get hit with that. Yeah. All right. Well, I think this is... Let's see. Did he already... That's detail. Okay. So, let's see real quick what happened here with... Oh! Well, that didn't take long. That didn't take long. Soul going for quite the rogue dive in turn 5 here, trying to get back up to 3rd. And, yeah, that's what we've seen happen with Slaunch multiple times in the past, is you go for those dives and you go a little too close to the guy behind you, and, yeah, just absolutely flip over on that one. That makes sense. That makes sense. That's how that one played out. That was fun. Yeah, running it at the end. Final order. I'll go through it one more time if I can get it up on the dock. Final order for this first race. Gonna be
Lap complete.
Luke, Slaunch, Detail, Roman, Soul, Vulcan, Camby, Hunter, Armada, Matt, and Coop running it down. First race. Road America, big mover Luke on that one. +7 on the plus-minus. Detail with +2. And they were the highest ones in the positive. A lot of other people around the 0, around the -2, around the -1. Armada and Matt also gained 1 on the start. So yeah, interesting. 7 spots gained. Everybody else around like 2 or 1. A lot of people losing spots from their starting position. That's going to be that first race. Again, the next one is we're going to be going to Claystone, get some rallycross action on a track that we've raced many times. Going to be racing it again. Pretty classic one. Good battles there. Generally, pretty cheesy track. We'll see how that one plays out. So see you guys there for race 2.